Josh. What's up, everybody? Ken Hotep back at it again with another one. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Today I gotta go put my dog down. Today I have to take him to the vet. And they're gonna put him to sleep. Cancer in his body is progressing very aggressively. And he can't do much. He lost control of his fucking bladder and some more shit. And he just looking at me like, nigga, just let me go. So today I gotta take him and get put down. Kids taking it pretty bad. You know, the wife is sad. I'm sad, but like, you know, I'm one of the monotone people, so I don't even know how to show sadness. People be thinking I'm just fucking heartless. I'm like, no, I feel bad. I just don't know how to express that shit. You know, sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. You know, but my main man, Tyson, gotta put him down. My son's super sad because we had Tyson since he was 2. That's been his road dog. What's up, Montoya? I had to rush my son to the hospital last night, or yesterday, or my wife did. She got to him before I got to him. I told my son, I said, Tyson hurts really bad. He hurts really bad. His body is in pain. You gotta leave him alone. Okay, Dad. On his way out the door to school, he wanted to give Tyson a hug, and Tyson, the dog, reacted and bit him right here on the lip. My son got 8 stitches. I told you to leave him alone. He hurts. I said you probably hugged him and he hurt him. You know. So, despite all of that, my son like, I don't want to get rid of Tyson. I'm like, well, it's not your fault, buddy. I said it's the way the world works. You know, it's like it's the circle of life. You know. Unfortunately, Tyson is sick and they can't cure him. Tyson's sick, they can't cure him. You know, he can barely stand up and walk. I mean, this shit happened fast. He can barely stand up and walk. He can't hold his bladder. He can't poop because the cancer is by his rectum and his colon and it's spreading to his leg. I found some crazy ass, big ass lump, right, hard ass lump right here under his chin. I said, and my dog just been looking at me like, yo, just get this shit over with, y'all. I can't do it. So we've been doped up in the house, but 11:15, 11:30, I gotta take him up there. So it kind of sucks. Yeah, I'm tired, yo. It's been a long night. Anyway, I was making sure my son good. He got his stitches, you know, got a fat lip. I get to keep the ice on it and stuff like that. But he's oh man, he's sad. But I got a couple of pictures with him and Tyson, just random candid pictures throughout the years where they just be doing goofy shit. So I'm gonna probably go to Walmart and print those out for him, and you know, stuff like that. But yeah, needless to say, I'm not what can you see, Tyson? He in the house, so I'm actually headed to work because I got to deal with some stuff real quick. Once I finish here, then I'm gonna run and he's in the house. Maybe I'll go live again before we walk into the vet. You guys can see Tyson. You know, actually, you know what? Hold a picture of him. So. There you go. That's Tyson right there. That's a few years ago. That's the good boy right there. So if I'm going to leave that shit up. But that's him right there. So it's a good looking boy right there. He's a boxer lab mix. Got the brindle coat like the boxer. His stature is boxer. And his face guess it was a chocolate lab because of its color and stuff like that. So, yeah. But you can see the boxer in them too sometimes. You can see the boxer in them too sometimes. But yeah, so he would have been, let's see, come on, dude, get over. Come on, get over, man. He would turn 9 years old in September. So Tyson would have been 9 in September, which would have made him, I guess, in dog years, what, 63? 63 years old. Yeah, he's a good boy. Called him the nosy neighbor. I used to call him the nosy neighbor because all he did was sit at that window and just wait for cars to fucking bark at, like he's saving the fucking universe. That's all he did. Scared the shit out of Amazon drivers and FedEx drivers and UPS drivers. He hit that door at 1,000 miles an hour, boom, and sometimes I thought he was gonna break the damn glass. And he just, yeah, so. But he a good boy. He's a good boy. So, salute to my man Tyson. We're gonna miss you, buddy. Y'all missed it last night. We had movie night last night. My son was on stream with me for a little bit. We had movie night last night. We were watching Upgrade, and everybody got to see what I was talking about. And if you haven't watched the movie night, if you subscribe to me over on Kick, you can go check it out. Upgrade is just the basic. It's basically the prophecy of Neuralink. Upgrade is fucking Elon Musk's fever dream. What the hell are they doing? They about to have. That's why these new truck drivers are fucking terrible. Y'all heard me say this before. These new truck drivers are horrible. I don't like. They need to go back to driving manual transmissions, because the minute they switch to like automatic, the driver fucking talent pool went through the fucking tank. That shit is annoying. But yeah, so we were watching Upgrade. Like I said, that is Elon Musk's fever dream. That shit it's a great movie. It's a great movie. I implore everybody to go watch it. Just put it like this: guy, him and his wife get attacked. He's paralyzed. She's killed. This rich guy comes along and says, "Hey, I can make you whole again. I got this experimental processor, an experimental chip that we can put in the back of your neck, and you'll have all your faculties back. You'll no longer be a quadriplegic." And the guy, takes that opportunity, and yeah, shit just gets crazy from there. We're just gonna put it like that. You one of the good ones, Josh? I hope so, gosh dang it. I hope so. I just be seeing nonsense at the port. I be like, yo, what is y'all doing? You know what I mean? It's crazy, yo. It'd be crazy. Fucked up the stream. The YouTube fucked the stream up. Are we back? What's up, Knox? Was I down? Like, how long was that? How long was the stream down? I'm sitting there. I was talking and shit, and then I just saw no responses, and I saw the numbers starting to go down. All right. That's just crazy. Yo, YouTube, I'm telling y'all, YouTube is on some bullshit, y'all. YouTube is on some bullshit. I was down for a minute. See, YouTube on that bullshit, y'all. A good 5 minutes I was down. What? See? Yo, YouTube ain't shit, yo. The numbers start going up and they start fucking with me. Anyway, so what I was saying, right, before I was so rudely interrupted by YouTube, is that now we got Democrats calling other Democrats out for their fuckery that they were pulling at the congressional address. I guess is what we're gonna call it, because it's not a State of the Union, right? They were like, basically like, y'all was acting like children, and that was unbecoming of a congressperson, right? That was unbecoming of a congressperson. Yeah, it's a green screen. We're talking about my dog. I gotta put him down today. We had Fetterman come out and blast them for acting like dickheads. I mean, it was crazy. They were like, yo, we get it. You don't like Trump, but you couldn't stand and you couldn't applaud a kid that had terminal brain cancer, a cancer survivor. You couldn't stand and applaud the family of the two young ladies who lost their lives to being brutally raped and murdered by some immigrants, some illegal immigrants. You couldn't stand and clap for them, but y'all wanted to clap. Y'all wanted to clap for spending more money in Ukraine. You wanted to clap to continue the war in Ukraine. Like, this is the. I need y'all to understand that like our congressmen, they're supposed to work for us, and the way they're acting is like we don't know no better. Like, no, these dummies don't know no better, and we gonna do what we want. That's how that shit is starting to act. Starting to seem. It annoys me. It irks me, right? If you go back and you watch the live stream or the congressional address on my channel, you'll see it, right? It does help that the alcohol was keeping me a little what's the word? Honest. The alcohol was keeping me honest. But yeah, they ain't shit for what they did, Joe. Like, Trump did some really good shit in his term, right? Talking about the first 45 days, Trump's done some really good shit. Zelensky, he bent the knee. He about to sign the mineral rights deal so we can get the ceasefire pumping. Are we mad about that? Alice Marie Johnson being in charge of the pardons, or the pardon czar, or whatever the fuck you want to call her. There's a black woman that's going to be in charge of overseeing who gets pardoned. And she'll be recommending pardons to Trump. That's a bad thing? Is that a bad thing? You feel me? Like, I think that's a good fucking thing. Tariffs, it remains to be seen if tariffs are going to be effective. We'll find out. We're going to find out sooner or later, but scared money don't make money. You know what I mean? Not to mention all of these other countries, they fucking blast us with tariffs, man. Canada tariffs the shit out of us. Mexico hits us with a huge tariff. So for us to try to hit them back with a tariff, now everybody's like, no, what are we doing? No, they charge us for what's going on. They charge us for everything coming into Mexico, coming into Canada. They hit us with a huge tariff. Now all of a sudden, because America want to respond in kind with the tariffs, all of a sudden now we're being tyrants. Get the fuck out of here. You got videos of them virtue signals. Oh, they're pulling Jack Daniels whiskey off of the shelves at the liquor stores in Canada. I'm like, for what? You dummies already paid for it. That's like when they was pulling like Smirnoff vodka and stuff off of the shelves here in America. I'm like, what the fuck are you pulling that shit off the shelves for? You already paid for it. Sell it. You can't send the shit back. Sell that shit. You already paid for that shit. You just virtue signal. That shit is stupid. Now, I'm optimistic about the tariffs, and I've told you guys before why, but I'll repeat it. I'm optimistic about the tariffs because the United States of America is the biggest consumer in the world when it comes to goods and services. A lot of these countries out here, their GDP depends on America's what's the word? It depends on America's purchase power, I guess, or it depends on America buying from them. So a lot of these countries out here, if America don't buy from them, their GDP tanks. I'm willing to bet that's going to be the same thing with Mexico and Canada. If I'm not mistaken, we don't really buy a lot from Mexico. We don't buy a lot from Canada. Now, I know there's some northern states in the United States that get their electricity from Canada, but I'm pretty sure that's a quick fix. and just having and rerouting that electricity from another power plant here in America. Exactly, Josh. That's some dumb shit, right? I sat there and watched like it's videos. It sounds crazy, yo, because it sounds retarded. The shit sounds fucking retarded, right? But it's like they literally pulling shit off the shelves in protest to America's tariffs, and I'm like, you already paid for that shit. The fuck are you pulling the shit off the shelves? I'm gonna show y'all tonight. I bookmarked some of the stuff, but I'm like, that's just stupid. But that's the same thing we did. Oh, we're taking Smirnoff vodka off the shelves. I'm like, for what? We already paid for this shit. The shit already done came in. We done paid for it. It's on the shelves. Sell it. That shit is stupid, right? But I'm optimistic on the tariffs thing. We'll see what happens though. You know what I mean? No tax on tips, no tax on overtime. That'll be a win. You would think that most Americans, especially blue collar workers who work hourly, you know what I mean? I know everybody on this port fucking excited about that shit. What's up? What's up, stuff? I know motherfuckers on this port is excited about the no tax on tips. I mean, no tax on overtime. Because these niggas make bank on overtime at the port. So imagine not getting taxed on that overtime. You would think everybody would be for that shit. You would think that everybody would be for the transparency from Doge. Transparency, that's not like these niggas. But you get what I'm saying. Doge out here showing us that they fucking off with our money. Right? They showing us that they fucking off with our money. And here's how they're fucking off with our money. And people are getting mad that they're finding out that the United States is, or the government is misusing the tax money. A lot of us is like, yo, we ain't gonna get no Social Security when we become get to the retirement age. Why the fuck are we still paying into Social Security? Come to find out, Social Security, they out here sending out benefits and checks to people, fucking vampires and immortals. I don't know nobody that's 150 years old, let alone 3 million people that's 150 years old. That shit's crazy. Why are these anti-Israel people so loud about the choose the silent on China and Germany's power? Your guess is as good as mine. But you would think that people would be like, yo, all right, I don't like Trump, right? But I can't front. He just showed us that the government is fucking off with the tax dollars. We pay 40%, 30% in taxes every year, income tax, and we got nothing to show for that shit. We got nothing to show for that shit. Yeah, and lizard people, right? Exactly. The fucking Draco's getting all this money. 5 million. That number is wild. What's the oldest person in the world? The oldest person in the world is what, like 110? Is that the person in the world, like 110? I think it is. But instead of like being like, you know what? I don't like this man, but yeah, we needed to know that. They listening to all of these. They listening to all of these fucking heads. And they listen to all these politicians who got their hands caught in the cookie jar, telling everybody like, no, this is wrong, Elon's not appointed, or Elon's not elected, he's a not elected official. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck's wrong with, like, nobody's an elected official in the fucking executive branch except for Trump and Vance. Everybody else is appointed to a position at the behest of the President of the United States. Everyone's appointed at the behest of the President of the United States. So, with that being said, Hillary wasn't elected, she was appointed. Mueller wasn't elected, he was appointed. You know what I'm saying? Eric Holder was appointed, wasn't elected. And the president can appoint whoever the fuck he wants to appoint, and he can create whatever task force he wants to create. But people like Maxine, Miss Pearl Waters, She look crazy. Salute to Olivia Rondeau for getting that fucking picture of her. That shit is fucking hilarious. Maxine Waters, Ayanna Presley, who else? Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, Elizabeth Warren. They're all on the tape. They're all on the tape. So they're the ones that's hollering the loudest because their hands got smacked out of the goddamn cookie jar. If they hit doggone holler right now, we seeing which ones it is. Salary $175,000 a year, but you worth millions. It's because they facilitating all these quote unquote grants and initiatives. It's a get rich quick scheme in Congress, man. Y'all ain't know? It's a get rich quick scheme in Congress. I think overall Trump's speech, I give it a B+. I give it a B+. I think he did a fantastic job. I think the Democrats showed their ass. I think the Democrats showed what they really are. They're some heartless lunatics. I think they got exposed. That's right, to get rich and stay rich. They got exposed for what they really are. You know? I was telling my sister, I told her right before the speech started, I was like, yo, just watch the speech. You got a bunch of questions, watch the speech. He's about to tell you everything that he's done so far. And if you disagree with it, then you disagree with it. Get rich or die trying. You know what I mean? If you with it, you with it. If you ain't, you ain't. But you get at least get to hear from his mouth what's going on. You at least get to hear from his mouth. You ain't got to listen to an interpretation from some TikTok fucking streamer. You ain't got to listen to somebody's interpretation on MSNBC or CNN. You can hear that shit straight from the horse's mouth. You know? But a lot of this shit is willful ignorance. A lot of people don't want their belief system broke, so they want to stay ignorant to the facts. You want to be rich by all means, become a sexy politician. Yeah. Am I driving? I'm sitting in the parking lot at work. I finished driving about 15 minutes ago. You know what I mean? But I think it was a pretty good speech. It was hilarious when he called Shorty Pocahontas. It was pretty funny when he called Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas up on the fucking the lectern. That shit was hilarious. Because she was over there clapping like a dickhead when he was talking about all the money that we sent to Ukraine. She clapping like it was a good fucking thing. You know? Clapping like it's a good fucking thing. You know? People crazy, y'all. People are crazy. So, like I said, I don't know what's going to go on with the tariffs. I'm optimistic about it, and I want to be optimistic about it, and every American should be optimistic about it because we live here. We need this shit to fucking work. You know? This shit is fucking... Alright, well, bye, cat. Get the fuck out of here. So, matter of fact, we'll help you. Thank you. I'm about to say, ban her dumb ass. She don't have to come back. So, but yeah, you gotta be optimistic about the state of America, man. If Trump do some dumb shit, call him out on it. But like I said, our purchasing power around the world determines a lot of countries' GDPs. So if we start taxing them on that shit or levying tariffs, they ain't got no choice but to pay the shit, because if they don't, and they don't do business with America, then guess what? Their fucking economy might tank. So I think it's a good idea. I think the only place we're going to have an issue with is China. I don't think we're going to have that much of an issue with Canada. They just saber rattling and puffing their fucking chest, but they know that they don't have as much leverage as America does when it comes to this tariff shit. So we're gonna see how it works. The only people I'm worried about is China. China actually got the resources to fucking stretch this out for as long as they want. So that's the only one I'm worried about. We'll see how that shit go. But everything else seems to be fucking working according to plan. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. All the shit is working according to plan. You know what I mean? Even with the Gaza shit. I told y'all, yo. Shout out to Jabari. We might touch on it tomorrow in the Griff Report. I told y'all, by the way, I will be hosting the Griff Report tomorrow. See if Goldstein can jump on, or Strong Dad can jump on with me. But I told y'all this Gaza shit, people not looking at it for what it is. This Gaza situation, this Gaza war, I guess if you want to call it. That shit is some beef between the blood of Abraham. That's what that shit is. Beef between the blood of Abraham. Nothing more, nothing less. It's not over resources, none of that shit. It's who's the rightful heir to Jerusalem. That's all it is. Trump said he gonna go over there, he gonna take Jerusalem from everybody, right? And what them Muslim countries say? What the Muslim countries say? You feel me? What the Muslim countries say? Nah, yo, we ain't letting that shit go down. Now, why would the Muslim countries say they're not letting that shit go down? It's not because of the Palestinians. You know what I mean? It's not because of the Palestinians. Like, oh, we feel bad for them. No, it's because these Muslim nations cannot let the Dome of the... Is it called the Dome of the Rock? Whatever it is. These Muslim countries cannot let their holy site be taken by America or Israel. But that third temple is supposed to be, according to Bible prophecy, that third Jewish temple is supposed to be built right where their holy site is. This war is biblical. This skirmish is biblical. Don't let nobody else tell you different. There will be another fucking fight over in the Middle East, or another fight over there before they allow Israel and the United States to assume control of the Gaza Strip. Period. So, like I said, I think Trump need to leave that shit alone, though. Let them figure that shit out. Israel, big boys and girls, they can figure that shit out. You know what I mean? But we already knew that Trump was going to jump in that shit. We knew that he was going to get behind Israel. We already knew that. He said that shit way before he got elected. You know, because Hotep's been told you. We don't miss. We don't miss often, if at all. If at all. So, anyway. That's all I got. I just wanted to jump in here with y'all for a minute. So, I'm about to go in here. I got to fix a PC. I got to run to another, what's it called, Fairfield? Yeah, I got to run to another protocol, fix another PC, and then I got to go say my goodbyes to the pup. So, you know, one's in the chat for my man Tyson. He's been a good boy for 8 years, and we gotta put him down. Cancer got him. He's a good-looking boy, ain't he? That's a good-looking boy, ain't he? He's a good-looking boy. He is a good-looking boy right there. So, anyway, guys, that's all I got for y'all. Till next time, it's Ken and Hotep saying, be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss. Don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow got enough problems of its own. Worry about today. Tonight, the after party after the Hotep's Been Told You podcast. Ken and Hotep on Kick, Ken and Hotep on X, Ken and Hotep on Rumble, Ken and Hotep on YouTube. Tune in any of those places. It's always a fun time.